Hello, this is H.G. Bailey, and welcome back to Let's Play SimCity! Let's finish building the C-tops in Freedom City. So, first things first, since we've gotten those C-tops going there, let's take a look at the numbers, see what I want to do. So let's see, I want to build 2 C-tops in the next column, but I also want to build an additional commercial zone, just the one, because it's pretty difficult to develop the one, and then I'll build the rest in that column. So let's see, so 5 commercial zones, then I want 12 residential, and 8 industrial, though I'm probably going to need more of those, simply because I'm going to move some of them out of the way. Okay, so from here, let's see, let's go like that, and then I think I'm going to have to get rid of all of these in this column. Let me see. So there's the 4x4. And then, yeah, we're going to need to get rid of those, get them out of the way there. Okay, and then, yeah, I'll take care of the parks in a bit. Let's see, for now, let's see, I want to start filling up this column. I will need to build some more police departments. So let's see what we got going here. Oh, and I can probably build some more to the right as well. Let's see, these 2 columns are good. This one, I think I can get this one going now. Let me see how the 4x4 regions work here. Okay, so from there, yeah, I can build those, no problem. So let's go up here. We don't need that anymore because I can connect these residential zones all the way down to the commercial zones here. We don't need this one anymore. Get out of there. That ought to suffice for my needs for now. Actually, hold on a sec. If I go... Oh, I already got one touching the upper part of the C-top, so we're good. Okay, so we get those, and then let's see, with this column, I could build one more there, but I don't want to go any further down than that, because that would interfere with the 4x4 regions for the commercial zones. Okay, so we got 3, 6, so 6 more. Let's see, I'm going to want a police department here. And then, let's see, 2 more. Why don't we go right there? That ought to be good enough. And then, why not get some backup power lines going there? Okay, so we get those. Then with the industrial zones, let's see, well, yeah, I need to build, what was it, 11 more of those, I think? Let me see, let me double check that. I think I forgot something. But let's see, oh, no, that's correct. Okay. Yeah, I need 8 more here, and then 3 to replace the ones that I just lost. So let's see, from here, let me see how that works. So the 4x4 regions will go up to here. So I think I'm okay over here putting in some more industrial zones. The only thing is that I need this rail to stay here so that this C-top will stick around, and I don't want to drag the rails all the way down here either. So let's go with 2 industrials here, and then I'll get a couple over there. Okay, so then we need 7 more. Okay, so why don't we go up here? Okay, so 5. That ought to do. Okay, and then, yeah, now let's actually figure out the way I want to have these around, or the rails around here. Okay, so let's go up to here. Now a little more. Okay, and then the rest on the way down, well, almost all the way, I can just, yeah, get rid of, oh, well, that's okay, I can just build another rail, but I meant to hold on to that one. So let's see, let's put our rails right around here, so they stay out of the way. And then for power, we can just go right straight down there. Oh, and another rail. Well, I guess I don't really need that, but it's there. Well, no, we got the police department there. I was thinking like a valid destination here, but no, we don't really need it for that either. Okay, so this one has a pretty easy time with its home 4x4 region, lots of room for parks. This one, pretty good there too. This one, not so much. So we're gonna need a lot of parks to help out over here. So yeah, we can just go all the way down at that point. And then, okay. Okay, so yeah, these are just to help out a little bit more with the land value. And I think that's everything that I need as far as that goes. Okay, then let's get the one all the way down here. Just like the last C-top over here, I want to build the bottom one first, and then build the upper part, because this one is pretty far away from the center of the city. And what else was there? Well, yeah, I mean, it's just pretty far from the rest of the city. Okay, then with the last one, let's see, let's keep 2 rails there. I think that ought to be good. And then to get power going over here, let's see, we'll go like that. Yeah, that ought to be good. Stay out of the way of the parks down here. That ought to be good. Okay, and then, yeah, actually, why don't we just get rid of these rails? They're going to be in the way of my parks. Though, eventually, I'll want to put them back, but for now, this will do. So, the 4x4 region here, and then the others are pretty easy. Unfortunately, that's the only way I can really get power over to this commercial zone. But otherwise, I think we're good to go. Yeah, let's just keep an eye on the residential zones for any sneaky schools or hospitals from spawning from hell. Oh, let's see. Let me leave that there for a moment. Let's see if anything else is gonna spawn. Just a superstition of mine. Okay, I guess we're not going to spawn other things. So much the better. But yeah, sometimes I feel like after a school or a hospital is built, if I wait a little while, it seems to make it less likely that it'll respawn into another school or hospital. Well, it seemed to work this time. Okay, so the upper ones are good. And just got one more residential zone. I almost said revolutionary zone, but no, that wouldn't be right. Whoops. But okay, so we got everything connected here, all set and ready to go. Let's fast forward until we get some more of this stuff developing. Got them in the high class commercial zones. Man, the lower one is moving pretty quickly there, surprisingly. Well, whatever works. I mean, we've got the land value. It's not too far away from the center of the city, but it is stretching it a bit. So if I built the C-top vertically, like this, well, I'm going to, but if I did that now, the bottom one would have a really hard time developing into a high-class commercial zone. So we just leave it like this, then we don't have any problems. Looks like the middle commercial zones, though, are having a little trouble there. How about, well, now let's wait until next year. I was going to say, how about we take a look at what crime is looking like around here, but, yeah, let's wait on that. I may want to build another police department preemptively, like somewhere around here, to help out with the crime in the area. Unfortunately, I can't just put it in the middle of everything, because that would take away from the land value. So we'll just stick with this for now. Okay, let's see how we're doing. Maybe I forgot to plug in some zones. Okay, crime is good for now, but I'm probably still going to just build the one anyway. I'm going to need it sooner or later. Okay, and then, yeah, everything's got power. Okay, so with this one, let me see where I was planning on putting it. Okay, so from here, going all the way here, that ought to be good. then get everything hooked up. And that'll help out with the crime both over here and down here. Although I do plan on putting a police department over here and over here eventually, but that's only after they're all C-tops. Yeah, they're developing a bit too evenly for my taste, but, well, we'll see. By the way, something I've been meaning to ask you guys for the next city that I'm going to build. Let me know what you think about which difficulty mode to use for that as I fast forward to developing more C-tops. But yeah, with the difficulty modes, there's a wide variety of things that are affected by it. But the one that I notice, the ones that I notice the most are like your starting cash, because you need to use that to make your city self-sustaining, which would be a lot more difficult in hard difficulty with so little money. And then there's the tax revenue. Not only does it generate less revenue per resident, but residents are also more influenced by higher taxes. So like the RCI gauge is really hard to keep maxed out. Even at like 5 or 6% income tax, it's ridiculous. So you get double whammy by that. You get less demand and less taxes for those who have survived up to that point, really. And there's also natural disasters, which happen more frequently on medium and hard difficulty, though I never really noticed it that much. I know the numbers, and yeah, it is more frequently, but like I did something for like 25 years or whatever, and I had like one natural disaster on hard. So I know there are other differences and things with the disasters there. But let me know what you think, because the problem that I notice is that because you generate so much less revenue, it takes forever to save up money to do anything on it. So, I mean, we're talking like to build a megalopolis in-game literal hundreds of years to get things done. It is ridiculous. But I want to show at least how to make a hard difficulty city self-sustaining. Oh, right, there we go. We got the C-top that I wanted. But yeah, to build a full city on hard difficulty, I could do that, but I don't know how interested you guys would be in that with a city developing so slowly, or maybe I could use medium difficulty just to get the point in, but still be somewhat more difficult than easy difficulty. But okay, so we've got all that going there. Let's build our remaining, well, let me see, hold on a sec. Build our remaining C-tops. Okay, so over here, I don't think that would interfere with the land value. Yeah, I think we're good. I think I can just build my commercial zones right now, like that. Okay. Let's see, we don't need the bottom one anymore. So let's get that out of the way. And why don't we check the numbers for the last additions to the city. Okay, so for this one, yeah, we're going up to 108 commercial zones. That's going to be the maximum that I will be building, even once I do the big splurge coming up. And then, okay, so I could do 255, 254 residential zones maybe, so yeah, 7 or 8 of those. We'll see how that looks. And then with industrial zones, I need 5 of those. So why don't we get those placed and then figure out what to do with the commercial zones. Okay, so if I go like this, the problem is that these 2 residential zones are going to have a hard time developing with relatively low population density. So, but we do have these guys. So I'm going to do the 7 for now, but once this C-top is developed, then I'll build another residential zone there. And then, let's see, with that, yeah, we should be fine once that C-top is developed. Okay. Let's get the industrial zones going first. Okay, so I needed, was it 5 of those, I think? Whatever it is. Yeah, 5 more. Okay, so I'll build a few more. Let me see. Okay, so I could build one here, but it would be in the way. Let me see if I could build 2 more to the right there. I think so. Yeah, that would be fine. Okay, so get a couple more there. I'll need some rails, but that'll be fine. Okay, then let's see. Can I do anything here? I don't think so. Okay, so we got that one. Let's see, and then that one. I could build one down there. That would probably be helpful, being farther away from the rest of things. Okay, so let's get that one there. And then once this C-top is done, then I'll build another residential and industrial zone to fill things out. Okay, then for the rails, I'm gonna need to... Let's see, I'm gonna leave this alone, but... Let me change the power around here. Just move that around a little bit. Game? Let's try that again. There you go. Okay, so get that filled in. And then, let's see, for the others, let's go one there, one there. That ought to be good enough. And I think that's everything that I can do with these. Yeah, that ought to be good enough. I think we're good to go. See, we got transportation. Yeah, we're good. Wait for everything to power up. And then just wait for the trick-or-treaters from schools and hospitals. Or they could just all spawn at once. Why not? I wonder if there's a trick-or-treating sim game. Not like SimCity, but I mean just like Goat Simulator or Lawnmower Simulator. Any other power washing simulator. Any number of those. I have not played any of them. And I don't plan on it. I mean, the power washing one kind of looks mildly interesting for my sense of completionism. Well, we're almost there with the C-top. Let me double check that I got power everywhere. I think I connected everything. Yeah. Including the new industrial zone down there. Okay, well, let's just keep on going. Get the last residential up there developing, and then we can focus our efforts down here. Or we could get another hospital. Why not? Try that one again. Well, at least they're developing a little bit. But yeah, you see how this one would have had a really hard time developing because these two take up so much of what little land value it could get, because you don't have the bottom to help you out. That's as far as you go. Just a black void over the edge as we get another C-top. Very nice. Okay, so with this one, let me double check that. Okay, so I could build my police department just fine. And then the residential and the industrial. Not to mention the rails. I want to get that cleared up here. Okay, I think we can safely get that out of the way. And then for the police, let's see, yeah, we can build one tucked away over here in the corner. Okay, then, yeah, we can afford to get rid of that. Fill that in. we don't need to worry about that anymore. And this extra residential zone will help these two develop pretty well, because otherwise they'll just sit there at level 1 for forever. Let's see, how far can I go with the rails down here? Okay, so I could go all the way to here, but I don't think that helps the left C-top. Yeah, I can't go down any further without reducing land value. So, unfortunately, I think I have to leave this rail here, or I could have moved it to the other side with the police department. But I don't think that'll be a big deal. I was able to develop it just fine. Let's double check the crime in the area, though. Okay, getting a little bit more over there, but that's why we got the new police department. Okay, so we've got all that. I think we're good to keep going. Oh, I could probably, rewire some things a little bit while everything's moving. Oh, no, I just want bulldoze. We don't even need the power lines. I almost said wires, but, well, yeah, that works too. I mean, that's what it is. But in any case, okay, we got the residential going. Got the new police department helping out. So I think we can fast forward until we get some of these C-tops developing there. Yeah, one of the nice things about this commercial zone is that, yeah, I can put rails and power lines into it without taking away from its home 4x4 land value there. But yeah, so many C-tops everywhere. Finally gonna get them all developed here. At long last, I have been waiting. I was not planning to do that when I first started building this city. It just was going so well, I wanted to keep it going, and well, maybe I got a little carried away. But H.C. Bailey doesn't do things halfway, in that regard at least. Okay, so basically, as far as filling in the rest of the city goes, when I have the money, then I can, well, I want to build all the police departments that I need to keep the populace in check, as it were. And then basically everything in the middle of the city will be residential zones. I just didn't fill them in at the time because I didn't want that to take away from moving the center of the city. Same thing with the industrials. Everything in the corners of the city will be filled with industrial zones. Oh, I'm gonna need to build one more power plant, so I have enough for the whole city. But that should be fine. Okay, there we go. Okay, so yeah, let's just leave that alone there. And let's take a look at the land value of the city. Well, we're getting there. It's supposed to be a very nice diamond. Well, we're working on it, but once everything gets filled in, then it will be very pretty. Okay, I'm a little concerned about this commercial zone developing too much. So yeah, let's get it down to a level 3 so we can get this one done first, so we don't have a improper horizontal C-top there. Although if the upper one here does develop into a C5, then I might let it go a little bit, so this one could possibly develop the way that I want. But we'll be careful knocking out the transportation and everything. Oh, okay, we got it there. Let's see what happens with the rest of these. Well, we're almost fully developed on the residential zones there, but they can take their time. I'm not worried about them at all. Once I fill everything in, then pretty much all the residential zones will develop into R4s of varying class. I don't care what the class is. I'm not going to max out every single residential zone. I was barely willing to do it with the commercial zones. That's time-consuming enough. Residential zones on top of that? No, that's not happening. I prefer to be only slightly insane. So are the rest of you guys gonna develop sometime this year, or what? So a lot of times what'll happen, if you haven't, like, maxed out the land value and stuff, a commercial zone will have its development limited by the land value. You can only go up so many levels with a given amount of land value. So, like, for C1, you would need 32, then 64, 96, 128, and 160 to get C-top there. I didn't know that until I started practicing this city build. Because I was trying, at first, just to see what I could get away with as far as land value goes. Just let things develop and let the chips fall where they may. But when I was doing that, I noticed that a lot of my C-tops were not developing past a certain point, even after waiting several years. I'm hoping that the right C-top will develop first, otherwise we might have a problem. And if that one develops first, that'll make the rest a lot easier. Or are you guys just gonna sit around for 5,000 years or something? Yep, there we go. Okay, so let's get rid of both of those. Let's see, if I put the rail here... No, I need to wait a moment. Okay, this could be a little tricky, because if I build the power line first, then it'll curve around to this power line, and then I won't be able to build a rail over it, so I had to be a little careful with that. Okay, that's enough. Let's see, maybe if I put the power line over here, that might help a little more. That way, if I demolish the rail there, it won't hurt anything. I mean, as far as power goes, I mean, it's bad enough to remove the transportation, but the power could have devastating effects. So we'll just leave that alone. I guess we're gonna have to get the left one to develop first, and then we'll try the other one. Come on, just 2 more C-tops. So in total, we'll have 54 C-tops around the city. That is... Oh, right, there we go. That is good. But yeah, that is the limit as to how far I am willing to go to optimize a city. But, okay, so yeah, we don't need to worry about the rails hindering the development of that C-top. Well, at least, you know, this taking a while to develop gave me, yeah, the money that I'm gonna need. We're gonna need a lot of money. We're gonna have, like, hundreds of zones to build. And even then, I gotta keep an eye out for schools and hospitals developing and everything. But it looks like we're almost there. And let's see. Well, now let's wait until next year. See how the crime is doing by then. Or we could just wait for that. Maybe they're waiting to celebrate the new year like that with the C-top or whatever we got going. Okay, so let's see what we got. Let's see, crime. Okay, we're good on that. That won't be hindering the development of our C-tops. Crime only really hurts zone development if there's a lot. Like, if it's in the red or maybe orange, okay, yeah, that could be a problem. But past that, I mean, you really do need a lot of crime. And we got our last C-top! Alright, there we go. Whew! Finally got all of that done. Let's see, well, we might as well continue the rails all the way down here. We don't need the backups there anymore. Oh, might be a good idea to have some backup power, though. Get that out of the way. Okay, so... yeah, I just want to make sure there's no extra... yeah, rails hiding behind my C-tops. So all that's left to do is wrap up the city. Can we develop it into a megalopolis? Find out next time on Let's Play SimCity. This is H.G. Bailey, signing off. Have a good day.